What is going on? I am Johnny on the track, and we are back with another episode of F1 Best Bets and Drivers to Watch for this weekend in Hungary for the Hungarian Grand Prix. And this race, I would say, was probably the craziest of last year. If you remember, there was a huge, first of all, there was rain, which kind of, messed things up from the start. Lap one into the first turn, there's a huge wreck. Esteban Ocon ends up winning, Hamilton second, Sainz third, Gasly ends up getting the fast lap. Both Williams cars finished top 10, AlphaTauri 5 and 6. And also probably one of the craziest things of it all too was when so it's raining, the yellow flag comes out, red flag comes out after the wreck in turn one. Takes a little bit to get the red flag resolved. Pits then open. Everybody pit for new tires except Hamilton. So he's basically restarting by himself, and he has to try to beat the field as they come out of the pit lane. Just really crazy. So he was literally like the only one on track. And that kind of sort of ended up costing him maybe in the long haul, but still ended up finishing second place. Verstappen, this was one of his worst races of the season. He finished ninth last year. So yeah, look, I look at this weekend and, this is one of those races where, anything can happen. And a lot of rain did play a big part in how the race went last year. But over the years, this actually has, gave us some pretty crazy races over the years, Hungary. So we got to keep that in mind. So I look at Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc, both pretty good value this week. Leclerc comes in at plus 130. He's the favorite. Verstappen actually behind him at plus 140. So I look at these two guys. I think there's value in both, like I said. But I look at Max Verstappen plus 140. I'll continue to say this throughout the rest of the season. Anytime Max Verstappen is plus money, you want to take that bet. To me, this is the best bet of the weekend. He's never won here. So, I guess we could call him Hungary, right? No pun intended. Just kidding. Pun intended. So he's hungry for a win here. 2 second places in his career here. Like I said, one of the tracks he's never won. So I think that adds a little motivation. Like I said, anytime plus money you can get Verstappen, I think this is a bet you have to take. He's looked great this year from the start of the season up till now, coming off a good weekend last race, and plus 140. Let's take that Max Verstappen bet. I also think if you want to throw some small money on Leclerc, I think that's good as well. Plus 130. I think that's a fair bet for Leclerc. It's kind of surprising that he's the favorite over Verstappen, but who knows? Maybe the betting people see something that we don't see. So another bet I think you should put small money on is Ocon. I mean, he's plus 30,000 here to win. So, a $1, $2 bet, you're gonna make some good money if that ends up hitting. So do I think he's gonna win? Absolutely not. But crazy things happen in F1. That is for sure. Turn one was crazy last year. If it's crazy again, who knows? Who knows what'll happen? So, it's not a bet I'm confident in whatsoever, but I think it is something fun to throw down plus 30,000 for Ocon. Here are the interesting bets and really my favorite bets of the week. I like a Yuki Tsunoda top 10 plus 240 right now. He's got no top 10s in his last 6 races, but this is actually where he had his best finish last year. Best finish last year and best finish of his career. It was a 6th place here last year. So he qualified well here, or just last week in general, just kind of had some bad luck and didn't end up finishing that race. But I think there's value here. I think Yuki can come in confident to turn, his last month and a half around. Like I said, no top tens in the last 6 races. So that's why he comes in at plus 240. But I do think there's great value in that bet. We'll move to Pierre Gasly, top 6, plus 550. He's finished 6 or better here every time he's ended up running the full race. There was one time he had a DNF, but every other time he's finished 6 or better here. So fastest lap last year. Again, I think like the Yuki thing, that's going to play into a lot of his confidence. He feels comfortable at this track. Had a great run last year. Only 3 top 10s this year, but he does have a fifth place finish. So it's not like he hasn't done this year. But I mean, this is our leap of the week, plus 550. But I like it. I think Pierre can get his season back on track with a great finish this weekend in Hungary. A Hamilton podium, plus 110. 4 straight podiums for Lewis Hamilton. It's been a great month and a half for him. I even think there's value in taking him to win, plus 900. He, like I said, is just coming off a great stretch of racing. And slowly but surely, it seems like Mercedes is slowly finding more and more speed in qualifying, in practice, and now it's translating to the races. Plus 110 for that podium bet, 4 straight. Let's make it 5, Lewis. And that plus 900, I don't think I'm going to end up doing it for him to win the race, but I'm telling you, Lewis is going to win a race by the end of this season. I think I said that last week in the best bets and drivers to watch for. It's going to happen. We just got to figure out when the best value is. Plus 900, there's still great value there, but slowly his odds keep coming down and down. At one point, I think it was at like plus 3,000 for him to win a race. So now back at plus 900. Man, it's crazy. The odds makers are starting to see that Lewis and his team and Mercedes as a whole are finding speed. So like I said, by the end of this year, Lewis is going to win one. We just got to find the one that it's going to be. But podium plus 110, I think, is a must-have bet. And a Sebastian Vettel top 10 plus 170. To me, this is an easy bet. He's a 2-time winner here. So many great finishes over the years. He didn't race here last year. I think there was an issue prior to the race, so he didn't end up racing. But 4 top 10 finishes this year. To me, this seems like a great bet. So let me run through these bets one more time. Max Verstappen plus 40 to win. Esteban Ocon plus 30,000 to win. Something small if you feel like it. Yuki Tsunoda top 10 plus 240. Pierre Gasly top 6 plus 550. Hamilton podium plus 110, and a Sebastian Vettel plus 170 for top 10. This has been F1 best bets and drivers to watch for this weekend in Hungary. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more content.